Welcome back to Everything Whiskey. I'm Callum,
And I'm Sam.
and today we're having a look at Jameson Bold.
Alrighty, so today we're on the Jameson train again. This is something that I had no idea existed. Pretty sure it came out in like 2017 as travel exclusive. And I'm not sure if you can even like get it. I don't think it's readily available everywhere anymore either, because like I looked up like the pricing of it. And none of your usual culprits, like usual places to be able to buy whiskey, sell it at all. Mm-hmm. So no Dan's, no BWS, no Liquorland, nothing. Like there were just weird, small, like international online companies that said they could sell you a bottle. Yeah. But it was going for $158 on average. Mm-hmm. I found it at a tiny liquor store that is located 300 meters from my house, and bought it for $70. So I think we got pretty lucky here. Yeah. I don't think it's meant to be $150 normally. I think it was meant to be around the $70 mark.
It's just becoming
when
more
it was
rare.
Like, I think it just must, exactly, be a bit harder to find. It is a liter bottle, which is nice, I guess.
So most of them are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now, basically, this is a kind of release by Jameson where they got their core Jameson and it's called the Deconstructed line, and they tried to have 3 different releases highlighting the 3 main like characteristics of Jameson. I'm pretty sure one of them's called Lively, the other one's called either Smooth or Round or something. Yeah. And then Bold, and I'm pretty sure Bold is the one, pardon me, that everyone seemed to enjoy the most. The other ones were cheaper and stuff and not as well reviewed.
Well, I mean, this does smell quite complex, especially for Jameson.
It's a 40%. It smells thicker. It smells more dense. Yeah. Basically, it's meant to highlight the boldness by kind of increasing the amount of pot still whiskey that's in it. Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty sure when you look at the details, they're not adding more pot still whiskey in it. They're just like changing the recipe of the original recipe of the original Jameson to highlight more pot still like kind of notes. Characters. It's kind of a weird one.
It's very fruity up front.
It smells. I've had like a fair bit of this now, and every time I smell it, it smells kind of like farts, and I don't know how to get around that.
I think it's just the funky fruits. For me, it's like overly ripe banana.
For me, it's
like some white fruit, like an apple or something. It's weird though. I see what you're coming at, but
it's just so like sweet and like maybe it's like honey sweetness, but that's like even, I don't know how to describe it. I think it's like, because it's kind of got this like dairy note to it. It's like milk, but like also like just a touch kind of out of date milk. It's got this weird kind of just funk to it. I don't know why. If anyone else has smelt this, I would love for you to tell me if you get that kind of weird funky fart smell from it. There's other things going on. There's definitely some skim milk and some like some milk chocolate, honey, definitely malty kind of grassiness to it. Got a mulchy kind of earthy note to it as well.
It's also spicy. It's like nutmeg.
It's got a little bit of spice on the nose, but the spice shows up a lot more on the taste, for me at least. I'll taste it.
You're right, those spices do come through more. But those fruits
It's very sweet. It is very sweet. And it's not a bad thing. It's just like, it's a dense sweetness. It's not like
it's like stewed
1 teaspoon. Yeah, it's not like a 1 teaspoon of sugar in a big glass of hot water. It's like a big glass filled with like, simple syrup. Like it's thick, oily sweetness. Yeah. It's pretty dense sweetness. A lot of honey. Definitely those more pot still kind of notes do come up. The density of the and the oily notes, the spices kind of show up a bit more, Christmas spices. This actually, not anywhere, this tastes like how I expected the Nika from the barrel to taste at 40%. Like it's kind of got those like super sweet, Christmassy light fruit notes. It's not as spicy. It's not as complex and developed as the Nika, and obviously not as dense because of the much lower ABV.
Yeah.
But it's kind of along the same lines. You know, you could compare and see a couple similarities between the two.
Are you pleased with this? I am. I like this, especially coming from Jameson.
If I paid $150, I wouldn't be.
Yeah,
because one, you and no one was ever meant. They weren't asking you to pay that much. It's just like inflation. But it's not worth $150. But for $70, it's a liter, limited edition, and it's actually really nice whiskey. It's dense. It's dense whiskey. It's not insanely complex, but it's definitely much more dense and lively than the original Jameson, and
a lot of Irish.
I would choose. Oh yeah, exactly. I would choose this over the regular Jameson, definitely. It tastes higher than 40%, maybe like 45.
Just I reckon only just slightly higher.
Yeah, I don't know. And again, I was about to say, I think that's kind of a misstep as well. I don't think it tastes hotter than 40. It just tastes denser than 40. You know. You know how like when you go up in proof, you also kind of get more dense flavors. They become more intense. This has a higher like density, oilier flavors than a 40%er that we're used to, but it's still as easy and kind of dull in regards to that alcohol burn and stuff as a 40%er. We're pretty much done with this one. I'm happy with it. You're happy with it.
Oh yeah.
We are trying to follow the advice of a few of you who've asked us to chill out with the cheap budget blends that's giving them flashbacks from when they were teenagers. Fair enough, us too. We're just trying to do cheap stuff because it's, lockdown for us. It's helpful for us. It's helpful for anyone also looking for cheap stuff. Yeah. But we have got a few cool whiskies coming. You just put in an order.
All right, so I got 3 whiskies from Nick's. I got the Weller Special Reserve, Baker's 7, which we already owned, but we need a review. That's why I rebought it, and it's in a new bottle. And I bought Scarabus as well. So
yeah, we've got a few people telling us that Scarabus is really good.
Yeah.
So we'll try that one. We've also got the Lafroig Law coming. 3 different Tasmanian whiskies. We've got a few things. Yeah, the Helliers. Yeah. So we've got a lot more premium stuff coming. You've got the Macedon one as well, and the Willet. There's a few.
Porterskeg. We've got heaps piled up.
But we just need to be in person. We just don't want to do them on Zoom. So I know. We feel you. We don't want to be drinking just the cheapest stuff we can find. But it's also because we have been spending our funds on good whiskey as well that we just kind of want to save so we can actually enjoy the process instead of it just being all just a Zoom channel from now on. So look forward to that. Hopefully coming soon. I got no words on when things will be over, but it should be soon.
When it hits 80% vax rate. If that happens.
Alrighty. If you like this episode of Everything Whiskey, leave us a like. If you want to see future episodes from us, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. If you do, see you in the next one.
Cheers.